Hello everyone. Hello. I'm speaking quietly. You'll find out why in a minute. My name is Lucy Broadwood. So you can all say, good morning, Miss Broadwood.
Good morning, Miss Broadwood.
Thank you very much. How polite. What gentle voices. So today we're going to pretend to go back in time to the year 1907. I am Lucy Broadwood, the famous folk song collector. I've collected songs from all around England and Scotland, and especially from Sussex, where you all live. Here, I've collected lots of songs from around here, and I live not far away from here. 100 years ago, we'd been neighbours. I live in a big house not far away from here. And I've come to your school today with a famous writer. Do you know who he is? Yes.
Isn't he something Belloc?
Yes, he is.
Hilaire Belloc.
Yes, Mr. Hilaire Belloc. And he loves Sussex. But right now, the reason I'm talking quietly is that Mr. Belloc is fast asleep in the hall. He's had a very busy day.
The polar bear is unaware of cold that cuts me through. For why? He has a coat of hair. I wish I had one too. You see, I don't sleep very well at night. And I have been doing a lot of walking recently. Oh, I love walking. Do you know, I once walked across half of America to propose to my wife, Elodie. Mwah! Well, she's not you, but she looks a bit like you. Oh, but goodness gracious me, am I still dreaming? Only I seem to be speaking with a herd of talking animals and beasts that I put into my children's book. Oh, are you a viper?
I'm a python.
You're a python as well. Gosh, all these snakes. Well, yes, your characters are all right that I put into my children's book, the Bad Child's Book of Beasts, which has some wonderful drawings and illustrations in it. Here's one. The learned fish. This learned fish has not sufficient brains to go into the water when it rains. We made the animals appear to be wise and the humans dull, silly, and a bit too pleased with themselves. You see, I like making fun of people. Oh, but where are my manners? It's the folk song collector, Lucy Broadwood. Good morning, Miss Broadwood, and how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Mr. Belloc. I was just telling all the children here about how much you love Sussex, this beautiful part of England where they all live.
Oh, yes. And as a boy, I would walk upon the downs for hours. I would go up into the high woods and enjoy looking out towards the English Channel.
And I too have been on many a folk song collecting journey round Sussex, gathering all sorts of lovely songs and tunes and putting them together in books for a group called the Folk Song Society, who will keep them all safe and make sure they're not forgotten or lost. Do you know one of my favourite songs of yours, Mr. Belloc?
No, Miss Broadwood, which one do you like?
His hide is covered with hair. Shall we sing it to the children? It's such a funny song and rather in keeping with today's theme, don't you think?
Yes, why not? I love singing. The dog is a faithful, intelligent friend, but his hide is covered with hair. The hide of the mammoth was covered with wool. The hide of the porpoise is sleek and cool. But you'll find if you look at that gambling fool that his hide is covered with hair.
And reminds me of another song that I collected, a nursery rhyme called Oats and Beans and Barley Grow. Do any of you know it?
Yeah.
You do? Should we try and sing the first verse? I'll sing it and join in if you remember it. Oats and beans and barley grow as you and I
writers from the past paint us pictures of a more simple way of life.
Today, you must teach the children some of your verses from the Bad Child's Book of Beasts so they can learn them and you could recite them at your school assembly on Friday. And I'm going to teach you some songs that you can sing too.
Well, do you know the first animal I put into the book was the yak? Do you know what a yak is? Yes.
A buffalo, lots more hair.
Yes, very good. Yes, related to cattle. A sort of shaggy-haired ox, which is sort of found on the Indian subcontinent. Places like Tibet is where you'll... As a friend to the children, commend me the yak. You will find it exactly the thing. It will carry and fetch. You can ride on its back or lead it about with a string. The Tartar, who dwells on the plains of Tibet, a desolate region of snow, has for centuries made it a nursery pet, and surely the Tartar should know. Would you like to come and read the line?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, come round here and read the line. It's quite easy. I'll hold the book and you can read.
The lion, he dwells in the waste. He has a big head and a very small waist. But his shoulders are stark and his jaws they are grim, and a good little child will not play with him.
The tiger, on the other hand, is kittenish and mild. He makes a pretty playfellow for any child, and mothers of large families who claim to common sense will find a tiger well repay the trouble and expense.
Marvellous, well done. And so, have you noticed something about the verses? They are, what are they doing? What are the lines doing?
They're rhyming.
They're rhyming, yes, they're like rhyming couplets. The scorpion. The scorpion is as black as soot.
The scorpion is as black as soot.
He dearly loves to bite.
He dearly loves to bite.
He is a most unpleasant brute.
He is the most unpleasant brute
To find in bed at night.
to find in bed at night.
Right.
If I wanted to collect a song from somebody, what are the things that I need to write down so that I don't forget the song? There are two really important things.
The verses and the chorus.
Verses and the chorus. So we know all the words then to the song, don't we? What else do we need?
So there's like piano, right?
Yeah, what's this bit here?
Notes.
The notes, yeah. So if you've only got this bit, you've got the words, that's a bit more like a poem, isn't it? How do you know how it goes? How do you know how the tune goes? So the tune is this bit here written down like this in musical notes. So the song that we're going to learn today is from this book, and it was a song that was collected over 100 years ago, and it's called The Tree in the Valley. There was a tree, and a very fine tree, as fine a tree as ever you did see, and the tree was away down in the valley, oh. That's the first verse. Valley, oh. And there was a tree, and a very fine tree, as fine a tree as ever you did see. That's a bit weird, isn't it? We wouldn't really say that these days. We might say, it was the best tree I ever saw, or something. So this is sort of an older way of saying, as fine a tree as ever you did see. Tree, branch, leaf, and twig. Yes! There was a twig, and a very fine twig, as fine a twig as ever you did see, and the twig was on the branch, and the branch was on the
Tree.
and the tree was
In the valley.
way down in the valley. Oh. There was a worm, and a very fine worm, as fine a worm as ever you did see, and the worm was in the chick, and the chick was in the egg, and the egg was in the nest, and the nest was on the twig, and the twig was on the branch, many that you want to make up or add? Do you think you'll remember it all?
Yeah.
If you do make up more verses, will you let me know what they are? Because then you can write them down, I can write them down, and that's a folk song. Folk songs evolve by other people adding bits and singing them, so you will have made your own folk song. And I would really love to hear what your verses are. I don't know what's in mud.